Hello everyone, we will continue the topic handling multiple files of AL11 directory as a part of file handling topic. And in the previous videos, firstly we took a requirement, we uploaded the multiple files into /tmp directory. After that, we started with the program creation. And into that program creation, we have a parameter which is providing us that directory. Then after that, we simply used this function module, which is returning the files into that particular directory. Now we will proceed further, especially into this particular requirement. I will suggest those who think they are not good at logical building. So please try this particular requirement, because into this particular requirement will not blindly write the logic, and it's not possible at all, especially in this kind of requirement. We need to use debugging, then we need to write the code. We need to use debugging, we need to write the code. So it will automatically increase your logic building skills. So firstly, I will simply put a breakpoint, and in the parallel session, we'll write the code. Then we will again go to debugging and we will write the code. So firstly, I will simply put a breakpoint. Now I will go for another session also. In that, we will write the code and we'll go step by step. Suppose I'm running this particular program, I will go for execute. Start of selection will trigger. Now, we have the directory. Whenever I'm doing execute, whenever I'm executing this function module using F6 key, now into this lt_files, I'm getting 112 files. Out of these, all those files, we only want those files where we have this EMP. We only want to go for these two EMP files. Rest are not required at all. So just see in that debugging mode and just see how we can write the code for the same. Now, into this internal table, we have all the files. Now we only want to go for those files where we have EMP, After that, it can be anything, but our file name is starting with EMP. Now, we all know we have a string comparison operator, that is your CP, means contains pattern. Now we have NP, contains no pattern. Now it is totally your wish which one you want to use. Suppose if you are going for contains pattern, how you can write? You can simply put loop at what is internal table lt_files into LWA_files. Suppose LWA files is work area. Now we have end loop. Now, whenever you have the pattern, so how I will write? If LWA files hyphen, what is the field name? What is the column name? Name. If it is containing the pattern, what is the pattern? EMP star. Now, if this pattern is there, we only need to process those files. So this loop as of now will continue how many times? 112 times. But out of those 112 times, we'll write the logic into this if condition. It means it will only take this file and this file into consideration. So this is first approach which you can use. Now you can go for another approach also. You have 112 files as of now. It can be any number of files. Now we'll simply use no pattern. What is no pattern? No pattern is just opposite of contains pattern. We do not want those files where we do not have pattern EMP. So we'll simply delete those files. So I'll simply write delete. What is internal table? LT_files where. Now, what is the column name? name. We name NP. NP means no pattern. And what is the pattern? EMP star. So it will simply delete those records where name is not containing the pattern EMP star. It means it will delete those 110 records and we will left with these two records only. That's why I'm saying, especially those who think they are not good at logical building, please try this particular requirement. Now, suppose I will go for second way. I will simply delete the record. You can go for this also. It's totally your wish. Now I will write the code. In another session, I will open this particular program and I will write the code. Now I will simply write delete. What is the name of internal table in which we have all the files? Delete LT underscore files, where name is not containing the pattern EMP star. Star means after that it can be any character, yes. Now I will check the syntax and I will activate. Now people think, can I put EMP in capital? Yes, because this string comparison operator is not case sensitive. Yes, it will not take case sensitiveness into consideration. So if you put in small or if you put in capital, no problem. It will simply work. Now I will go for activation. Now I will show you the output up to this level into the debugging. So I'll simply come out from this particular debugging, yes, and then I will show you up to this level. Suppose I will simply write a write statement so that we can check this. This is the best way to increase your logical building skills. Suppose now I'm putting a breakpoint and now I will run and show you. We'll go in this way only, especially into this requirement. Now we'll go for desktop 3. Desktop 3 is there, we'll check. In LT underscore files, we have 112 files. Now we are deleting those files where name column is not containing the pattern EMP. So if I will execute this statement using F6, now you can see we have only two files, 110 files deleted. This is what we require, yes. Now we will proceed further. Now we want to read the data which is into this particular file. We want to read the data which is into this particular file. Just see in AL11. This is our two files. We want the data which is into this particular file. We want that data which is into this particular file. It means we need to simply put a loop on this internal table. Yes, because we want to read multiple files. This is the major target of this particular requirement. So we'll simply put a loop on this internal table. We will read the first file. Once first file will be completed, then we will go for second file and we will proceed further. So now this session will be as it is. In another session, I will write the code and we'll go step by step. Now I will write a code. Just one request, yes, whenever you are opening in debugging mode and writing the logic into another session, please make sure your debugging will not be in change mode. If it is in change mode, you will not be able to write the code because at a time only one user can write, only one user can be in change mode. Suppose simple. And this is the common mistake from everyone. Suppose I opened this in change mode. Now I am in debugging. Suppose I am going for debugging. Now you are already in change mode and in that you are doing debugging also. So in another session, you will not be able to write the code. It is simply saying it is already in change mode. So just make sure whenever you are opening in debugging mode, it will be in display. So how you can do? Suppose as of now, it is in display mode. It is not in change mode. Now this is debugging. Now if I will go to another session and come out, now I can go for changes. Because locking concept is there. Now I can go for change. Sorry. It is already opened somewhere. Okay, I have 3 sessions. I'll just come out. Yes, now it is there. Now we'll simply proceed further. Now into this internal table, we have the files which is required. Now we will read that data which is into those particular files. So I need to compulsory go for loop because we need to process multiple files. So I will write loop at internal table into work area. For every loop, there is a AND loop. I will declare this work area. Suppose I will declare this work area. I'll just comment this code. I'll just write it again. For practice purpose, I did this. Do not confuse with this. I'll simply delete so that there will not be any confusion. I will write LWA files type this structure. Now we will proceed further. So I have internal table. I have, okay, by mistake, I deleted this also. I'll just for declaration. I will check the syntax and activate up to this level. Now just see in the debugging how it will work. Suppose if I will open in debugging mode. Now, if I will put a breakpoint and go for debugging, now LD files, these are the. We want to read that data which is into this particular file. How? You all know, yes, we need to firstly go for open data set, then we need to go for read data set, and then we will simply close that data set. So we'll firstly open this. We'll simply open this. Now just see how we will open this. Now this particular file, it is into which particular directory /tmp. No, we want to open this particular file, but this is in which particular directory /tmp. It means if I will go for full path, what is the full path? /tmp. This one we want to open. This one we want to open. Now in the loop, you are getting this, but you want /tmp/ this also. It is very important. You do not want to open this. How system understand that this is the file? We need to go for full path in /tmp. This is the path, this is the file. So we want this, we want to open this particular full path. So how we will do? This is our name. So we'll simply concatenate with this and we will open that particular file. Yes, we'll go for simply open data set. Now I will write the code. Now I will go for loop, and in the loop itself, I will write concatenate. You all know /tmp. It is into which particular parameter? P_dir. After that, you want this also, this slash. So we will go for slash. Now just see Where is your file name? Where is your file name? This is your file name. It is into which particular column? Name. So now from internal table, you pass to work area. It means LWA files hyphen name. Hyphen name. What is the value? This slash TMP slash. This is the name what we want. Now I will simply concatenate into one variable. Suppose I will write LV underscore suppose file name. I will declare this data LV underscore file name. Suppose I will go for character and I will go for 50 length. 50 is okay, yes, because anyways it's less than 50. I will check the syntax and I will go for active. Now, into this particular variable, we have the complete file path. Now we need to go for which statement? Open data set, because we want to open that file. Then we will read the data one by one, and then we will simply go for close data set. Now, you all know whenever you want to read the data from particular file, what is the syntax? Open data set for, suppose open data set, this is the name. LV underscore file name. Yes, for input. This is important and it is already covered. Whenever we are reading the data, we are going for input. We have a text file, so I will simply write in text mode encoding default. We are going for default encoding. If it is successfully opened, we'll write size of RC equal to 0 and I will go for end. I will check the syntax up to this level and I will activate. Now we will simply see the output in debugging mode up to this particular level. And especially it's a request for those who think they are not good at logical building. I'll just suggest them, before listening the video, also try and then come on to this video. It will automatically increase your confidence. I'm running this particular program. Now we will see it is working correct or not up to this level. Now we have two files. This is correct. Firstly, we are going for first. So now, what is P underscore dir slash DMP? This is our, now whenever I will do F6, now you can see this is the first which moved to work area. Now we are concatenating these three things into this. Now what is LV file name? This one. Correct. It means up to this correct. We want to read this complete, and we got. Now we have written open data set statement. Once it execute, we should get size of RC0. Now you can see size of RC0. It means we are able to read this file successfully. So what is the summary of this particular video? Into this video, firstly, we used no pattern. We deleted the unnecessary files. If you want to go for contain pattern, no problem. In the loop itself, you can write if statement name contains pattern EMP. After that, we simply put a loop on this internal table which has all the files. Now, do not go for a mistake and do not open this directly. Our full path is slash TMP file name. So you need to firstly prepare the complete path, then you need to open. You all know whenever you want to read the data from a particular file, you need to use for input. We have a text file. We are going for encoding default and we are getting size of RC0. And especially one request, those who think they are not good at logical building, just try this requirement. Go for small part debugging. Go for small part debugging. In the next video, we'll simply go for read data set, close data set, and yes, in this way only we'll finish this particular requirement. So that's it in this video. Thank you.